Falling for the boss. Mia Tanaka never believed in office romance. As a marketing associate at Hoshikawa Corporation, one of Tokyo's leading advertising firms, she was too focused on building her career to entertain the idea of love, especially not with her boss. Ren Takahashi, the firm's young and respected director, was admired by many. With his sharp business sense, refined manners, and effortless charm, he carried an air of authority that made him both intimidating and intriguing. But to Mia, he was simply her boss, a man she respected but had no intention of getting close to. That was until their long hours together slowly changed everything. Mia found herself working late more often, reviewing campaigns, brainstorming ideas, and discussing strategies with Ren. He was strict but fair, demanding but encouraging. He never raised his voice, but had a presence that made everyone listen. And despite his position, he always made sure to acknowledge her hard work. At first, she saw him only as an executive. But little by little, she started noticing the man behind the title. The way he loosened his tie when he was deep in thought. The rare but genuine laughter that escaped him when she made a clever remark. The quiet moments when his gaze lingered on her just a second too long. She refused to acknowledge the feelings creeping into her heart. After all, Ren was her superior. Nothing could ever happen between them. But fate had other plans. It was the night of the Hoshikawa Corporation year-end nomikai, the annual drinking party held to celebrate another successful year. The entire company gathered at an izakaya in Shinjuku, the air filled with laughter, clinking glasses, and the scent of grilled yakitori. Mia had lost count of how many sake cups she had emptied when Ren, already slightly flushed from alcohol, sat beside her. "You've done well this year, Tanaka," he murmured, his voice softer than usual. Mia smiled. "Coming from you, that means a lot, Takahashi-san." He chuckled. "You always call me so formally, even after all the time we've spent together." She tilted her head, feeling the warmth of the drinks clouding her judgment. "Well, you are my boss." Ren studied her for a moment before exhaling. "Mia," he said, his tone quieter, more intimate. "I think I've been pretending for too long." "Pretending?" she echoed, her heart pounding. He turned to face her fully, his dark eyes holding a depth she had never seen before. "That I don't have feelings for you." Mia felt the room blur around her. "You're drunk, Takahashi-san." "I am," he admitted with a lopsided smile. "But that doesn't make it any less true." Something in his gaze made her breath hitch. Was this really happening? Had she been ignoring something that had always been there? As if drawn by an invisible force, their fingers brushed against each other. And in that moment, everything changed. One drink led to another, and before she knew it, they were stumbling into a taxi, the neon lights of Tokyo casting a soft glow on Ren's face. Neither of them spoke as they arrived at a ryokan-style hotel, the air between them charged with something unspoken yet undeniable. The night passed in a blur of whispered confessions and stolen kisses. For the first time, there were no titles, no corporate rules. Just a man and a woman surrendering to emotions they could no longer ignore. When Mia woke up, the golden rays of dawn peeked through the paper windows, casting delicate shadows across the tatami floor. Ren was already awake, propped up on one elbow, watching her with a softness she had never seen before. She swallowed. "Last night? Was it a mistake?" Ren shook his head, his fingers brushing against her cheek. "Number..." because I've wanted this for a long time. Mia's heart skipped a beat. But what about work? The company? His lips curved into a knowing smile. We'll figure it out, as long as you'll have me. She hesitated for only a moment, before finally smiling. I think I fell for you a long time ago. Ren's hand found hers, fingers intertwining. Then let's not pretend anymore. And so, beneath the quiet hum of Tokyo's waking streets, their love story truly began.